Santino here, and can you believe the rate at which the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast is growing? It's incredible. It's going to be the biggest thing in the world. It's going to take over the internet universe. Like and subscribe, comment, follow them for all the latest episodes. Trust me, you want to get in now while it's early because it's straight to the top, baby. Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. It's number one. Crash and Burn.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to an episode. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We are here today to review 20 years ago on this very day of WrestleMania 18. And it was taking place in the Sky Dome of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If you didn't know, AJ, it happened 20 years ago today. And please welcome my co-host.
My
AJ.
co-host?
My
What?
co-host.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the newest episode of the Crash and fucking Burn the Wrestling Podcast, where today we're going to be doing WrestleMania 18, which, could be a good I'm going to give my thoughts at the end, but, anyways, yeah, man, without further ado, let's review the show.
Okay. And before we get ready and start here, we have had a huge loss here in the wrestling world this week.
Yeah.
To one of the legends, icons, one of my biggest inspirations in life. The man known as Scott Hall.
Or Razor Ramon.
Formerly known as Razor Ramon. So if anyone could take a minute, we are going to do a 10-bell salute to remember Scott Hall.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you,
Thank
Scott.
you, Scott. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Yes. As we are going to get ready to go over the card of WrestleMania 18, we are doing this show for Scott Hall.
Yes.
Which was originally supposed to happen next Friday. We decided to do this, which was based on Scott Hall's last ever WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm.
So as we roll down the card here, we are hopping in the time machine to review WrestleMania 18. First match kicks off. Rob Van Dam defeated William Regal to become the new Intercontinental Champion.
Good move.
For me, it's always great to have somebody win become a new champion by kicking off WrestleMania. For me, the match was only 6 minutes. I think the match really had good, pace to it. I did like the part when when William Regal goes outside the ring, gets the brass knuckles, tries to miss it. Van Dam kicks him. 5-star. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Rob Van Dam is the new Intercontinental Champion. AJ, give me your thoughts.
Man, this match was pretty. This match was good. Definitely glad to see RVD winning the Intercontinental Championship, defeating Regal. I bet he had that title for a long time, William Regal. And by the way, William Regal has to be the most technical wrestler and very underrated wrestler, to be honest. Like, okay, I understand he's a legend, but not a lot of people appreciate what he did over in WCW, WWE, and like his character pretty much in general. he was the technical wrestler. Like, he was pretty much the Bryan Danielson in the Ruthless Aggression era.
But he didn't have the same moveset as him or anything.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. But I feel like he's been shown like a lot during like promos and all that. But like so much in the ring, not a lot of people talked about it, to be honest. But definitely a great match from both of these guys. I'm glad to see RVD winning the title, obviously, and obviously one of my favorites of all time, pretty much.
Mine too.
Okay, this poster has to put go down, please. Okay. Anyways.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Next match. Diamond Dallas Page defeated Christian to retain the European Championship.
Oh.
For me, though, there wasn't much of a build-up. This was like a last-minute match. Because Diamond Dallas Page and Christian were aligned together because they were part of the alliance together. They defeated Billy and Chuck in a tag team match. And Christian, for some reason, out of the blue, a week before WrestleMania, turns on Diamond Dallas Page. And then the next week, they have the match.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. After all DDP has done for Christian, Christian decides to just turn on him out of the blue. But Christian told that he only needed DDP to help him become better. And then he didn't need him anymore. After DDP defeats Christian with an embarrassing loss, Christian throws a big temper tantrum in his hometown.
And he was like, probably like this.
He was. And the DDP says, you losing in your hometown and you throwing a fit like this, it's not a bad thing, man. It's a good thing. And DDP walks through the crowd just cheering, celebrating his victory. So, for me, solid match. What do you think?
Okay, for me, I personally watched this match and wow, bro. Okay, it's a solid match, but why the fuck was Christian booked like this? Like, he had a fucking losing streak, and probably WWE didn't know what to do with him. But you just turned that into a storyline. That's pretty much embarrassing. I gotta be honest. But good for DDP getting a victory. But Christian, man, this was before he was on his prime, man. But like, since when Christian joined the Alliance? I did not know that.
He turned on Edge.
Oh yeah, but like he joined up like with WCW and everything.
Yeah, Christian did.
Damn, that really sucks. But that was WWE loss at the time. But anyways,
No, the biggest loss joining the Alliance was Austin.
Yes, definitely.
Really needed
anyways, and also Kurt Angle too, 1 point. Anyways, but this match was really solid, but not really the best match of the night. But definitely glad to see this man going at it. And DDP was buried in WWE. Like as soon as after he debuted, like with the stalker gimmick and all that. And then after that, he went down. Like he was like doing this like I don't know what is it like, a guidance thing or something like that.
DDP yoga.
DDP yoga. Well, no, that was like after his WWE career. But like, what did he do? Like, oh, he was like a speaker or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that didn't go nowhere though, to be honest. But DDP had some good. DDP didn't have the best run in WWE, to be honest. His WCW run was better. And as soon as he was gonna jump ship to WWE, he probably knew that he wouldn't be treated as the best as WCW. Anyways, but good match overall, and I enjoyed it. Okay.
Next match. Dame Maven and Goldust ended by Spike Dudley pinning Maven to become the new hardcore champion. Then they had the hardcore title at the time.
Okay, wait. Maven, Goldust, and Spike for the hardcore title?
Spike interfered during the match and pinned Maven for the title. And then after the match, the Hurricane pinned Spike Dudley, flying in the air after Al Snow misses by trying to aim Spike Dudley. Then, moments later, Molly Holly pins the Hurricane for the title and wins. Christian slams the door on Molly Holly. And then Maven gets the title back.
All right.
And
This
for
one
me personally, before you go, for the match, though, the match may have been quick as Goldust had, like, his golden trash cans in the match. And, Goldust and Maven having that match, short-paced at Spike Dudley winning the title. But hardcore title was always enjoyable at the time. But you think of it, I feel like the match could have went longer. But, it's the hardcore title. What do you expect? AJ, go.
This was an alright match. There was like too many chaotic things, but it was cool like to see the hardcore title in the WWF and everything. So yeah, man, I really enjoy this, but definitely not the best match of the night though.
Okay. Next match. Kurt Angle defeated Kane. Really great match.
Good match.
Great match. With that though, Kurt Angle actually still had hair at the time, don't worry. With Kurt Angle and Kane having their match, I think, with them both, very forgettable. I really forgot that Kurt Angle and Kane actually had a match together at WrestleMania. But it was really well, the match was very well, but it's just incredible how Kurt Angle, puts him in the ankle lock, gets out of it, and then puts him back in that ankle lock. Like, that happened during the match. I do love the belly-to-belly throw by Kurt Angle to Kane off the top rope, or was it the middle rope? And then Kurt Angle and Kane continue their match until, Kane gets cheated on as Kurt Angle does a dirty pin, having his feet touched at the ropes. Kurt Angle scores a victory and gives Kane an embarrassing Mania moment. AJ, go.
Oh man, this was actually a good match, bro. Like, okay, Kane and Angle together, that was actually a great pairing. Like, good storyline. I mean, great rivalry, man. Like, and to be honest with you, I feel like this was an underrated rivalry, to be honest. Like, Kurt and Kane going at it at Mania, that was great. Two big stars at the time going at it. It was fun. And yeah, man, it was really, really fun, like, seeing these guys in the ring. And to be honest, both men, like, all together is pretty underrated. And overall, great match, bro. Great match.
I think originally Sting was going to fight Angle at Mania. From what I see. But Kane and Angle have definitely had some multiple great matches. Next match is probably my favorite match of the night. The Undertaker defeating Ric Flair in a no disqualification match, going 10-0 at WrestleMania.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Incredible build up between the two of them. I do as they build it up, the Undertaker gets screwed over by Ric Flair, as Undertaker was Ric Flair's first pick to Monday Night Raw. And Ric Flair screws the Undertaker over after a match against The Rock at No Way Out. And then Undertaker wants to challenge Ric Flair. Of course, when Undertaker attacked Arn Anderson by making him bleed and all, and attacking him backstage, and Undertaker's all like, I'm gonna do anything I can to fight you at WrestleMania. And then Kurt and Ric Flair does not want to face the Undertaker at WrestleMania. So Vince talks to him at the headquarters and says, "You will be having a match with the Undertaker in a no disqualification match." And then them two face off. After Ric Flair constantly bleeds, the match will continue. Chair shots, attacks outside, through the announce table. Especially that leg drop he aimed on Ric Flair and that big boot. when Taker was outside the ring hitting Ric Flair, with Ric Flair having more blood down in his hands. Undertaker also ends up bleeding, and Ric Flair even has a pole out of Undertaker's motorcycle and whacks him with it. Arn Anderson interferes in the match. He even ends up bleeding, even gives Undertaker a spine buster to help Ric Flair. But in not the case, Ric Flair gets tombstoned by the Undertaker. Tombstone 1, 2, 3. Undertaker defeats Ric Flair. 10-0 WrestleMania victory. Undertaker doesn't walk away. He's rolling away. AJ,
rolling. Keep rolling.
Go ahead.
All right. Undertaker and Ric Flair freaking killed it, dude. Oh,
Yes,
man.
they did.
This was brutal. Like, they both were bloody. Even Arn Anderson was bleeding. Wow, man. It was really great. Great to see these guys in the ring. And, yeah, I remember that moment when Undertaker was picked from Raw. He was not happy about it.
He was not happy.
And I think they were building up a rivalry between these guys. And really, but they really killed it. Really good match. I'm not going to lie with you. They really killed it overall.
Okay. Let me look at the next match.
Yeah, next match.
All right. Edge defeated Booker T in his hometown. For me, the match was very quick, and Booker T wanted to embarrass Edge in his hometown. In that the case, it didn't happen. Booker T and Edge continue to face off in their match. Definitely love the movesets in both of these guys. I love, how Edge spears him, kicks out, scissors axe kick, tries to do it again. Edge tries to DDT, kicks in the stomach, tries scissor axe kick, no one home. Edge lift up DDT. 1, 2, 3. Edge wins. And I think, I think they were both moved to SmackDown at that point, but I'm not sure. But as of that too, I think the match was very solid in my opinion. You've had a lot of 6-minute matches at WrestleMania, even though this match was only for 6 minutes. Decent match, wasn't mad. Edge was the right guy to take the victory. AJ.
Yeah, man. This match was solid. Edge and Booker T killed it. Like, both guys are freaking legends, dude. How do you not know these guys? Like, Edge is on the current roster right now, and it's really, and Booker T was a great wrestler too. Like, he was treated dirty like in 2006, I believe, by the WWE, and then he went straight to TNA. But at the time, Booker T was great, man. Like, I think during the Invasion era, like, he was the WCW champion.
And The Rock beat him.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. But obviously, these guys killed it pretty much. They really killed it. I really liked it. Good match.
Okay. Next match. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated someone who we've tragically lost recently, Scott Hall. It's going to be emotional here. I know that this has been one of WrestleMania's most underrated matches. Stone Cold Steve Austin gets to have a shot with at least somebody from the NWO after NWO invades WWE in the early of 2002. After WCW is defeated. Stone Cold finally got to have his hands on Scott Hall and duct taped him in the back of the locker room. And this all leads to it having Kevin Nash at ringside. That match definitely was definitely very decent in my honest opinion. But you did give Scott Hall a hell of a lot of stunners. Even though the referee got knocked out, and I think Tim White was the referee of that match. But you went from stunner to stunner to stunner, and then Kevin Nash makes an interference, fails to help Scott Hall, fails to help again. As it all goes down, Scott Hall even tries to stunner Austin. No use. 2 more stunners. Austin stunners again. Austin Stunners. 1, 2, 3. Austin takes the victory, gets to have some beer, as a classic Stone Cold Steve Austin would do. But knowing the fact, I'm glad that this match got to take place. And Scott Hall, I'll forever miss you.
Oh, no. Are you crying right now?
No.
Are you sure?
You can go.
All right. This match right here, very underrated, dude. Dude, I don't know, man. I hate to, say it, but I feel like this was not the best match of the night. I don't know. There was something, I even watched this match back, yeah, there was an alright match, but I don't know. I don't understand this, but these guys were, in a dream match. Hall versus Austin, pretty much. This was a dream match, but instead you had Scott Hall and Stone Cold, which turned into, pretty much an all-right match.
I would have preferred it just to be like a handicap match with Nash and Hall versus Stone Cold.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Yeah, but why, though? What was the point? And they run it all this rivalry throughout his WWE run, pretty much. He had match after match after match after match with Stone Cold. Bro.
They even had a handicap match with Rock and Austin versus the NWO.
Tag team match, you mean?
Handicap match.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, because it was X-Pac. Yeah.
No, it wasn't X-Pac. It was Hogan, Nash, and Hall versus Rock and Austin.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, but it was an alright match, and this is why, and plus, this was his last WrestleMania. Really, dude?
Not appearance, but match.
No, why? This was his last WrestleMania, though, right?
His last WrestleMania match, he appeared in WrestleMania 31 trying to help Sting.
Yeah, but, could have been a bigger moment for him, to be honest. Could have a bigger moment instead of doing this rivalry, which should have happened, 10 years ago at this point. But, anyways. But, rest in peace, Scott Hall. We're gonna miss you, buddy. And, but this...
taking it easy up there.
Yeah, I bet he's gonna be battling Eddie Guerrero by now, up in heaven.
Probably chilling with Eddie, or Andre, or hanging out with either Mr. Perfect or Andre the Giant or King Kong Bundy. Who knows?
Or perhaps Ashley Starro. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But next match, Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo defeated the APA, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys in a fatal four-way tag team elimination match for the WWF tag team titles.
Damn.
For me, I thought the match was incredible. You have a lot of four great tag teams. You even have the tag teams who literally stole WrestleMania 17 in that triple threat ladder match. But I definitely loved all the moments in the match, especially it took the Dudley Boys to eliminate the APA, which the APA were a great tag team at the time. You have the Dudley Boys, you have Stacy Keibler pulling her ass up, and then Jeff Hardy smacks her ass, and then when the Dudleys look like they're gonna do that move where Bubba Ray pulls their legs wide open and Devon heads-butts their nuts. I think it was Billy Gunn that pushed Devon over the top rope through a table, and then the Hardy Boys get the job done to eliminate the Dudleys. And then Billy and Chuck and the Hardy Boys face off and try to get it done. And then out of nowhere, of course, the ref's knocked out. Billy Gunn whacks the title onto Jeff Hardy. 1, 2, 3. Billy and Chuck retain the tag titles, which Billy and Chuck were actually a great tag team in that era. I would love to see a Billy and Chuck reunion. Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo. They were a great tag team in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yeah, but I feel like Chuck Palumbo at this point, I think he's retired now, right?
Yeah. Chuck Palumbo was a great talent.
Very underrated, to be honest.
Yeah. They're a great underrated tag team with Billy and Chuck.
They
though
even
Billy
had
and Chuck
like
had a wedding at one point on an episode of SmackDown till Eric Bischoff, Jamal, and Rosie ruined it for a once and for all. But Billy and Chuck retaining was a good upset. AJ, you can go.
Yeah, man. This was actually a good match. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, man. 4 of these teams were really great. Billy and Chuck as well. Like, great heels. Really good tag team, man. Great tag team. They absolutely killed it. And, yeah, all 4 teams killed it. Great match.
Oh, yeah. Next match, AJ, you ready?
Oh, no.
The Rock defeated Hulk Hogan in an Icon versus Icon match.
Okay. This one, I'm actually going to say something here.
Okay. For me, though, words cannot describe how glad I am that this match happened.
God.
I am glad The Rock and Hulk Hogan got to have a match. Not like a pass in the torch, but more like an Icon versus Icon, because this was before, Rock left for Hollywood. I mean, months before. And The Rock was going for his downfall after beating Hulk Hogan. Because, The Rock was going to move on to lose to Brock Lesnar, win the WWF title, and some sort. But The Rock versus Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan comes back to WWE. And The Rock says, how about one last WrestleMania moment and match with The Rock? And Hulk Hogan's like, brother, I accept. Glad it happened. Rock hits him with the rock bottom. Leads off to WrestleMania. The Rock and Hulk Hogan get to have the match. And, I thought it was just incredible. Incredible match. The Rock and Hulk. And then, you have Nash and Hall wanting to help Hogan with the match, and Hogan wants to do it alone. So, they have Rock and Hogan get to start it off with a great in-ring work. And then, they brawl outside the ring, drop on the steel steps, drop on the announce table, come back. And especially love the moment when Hulk Hogan whacks The Rock with his belt strap. And then The Rock does it to him back. And then The Rock puts him right in a sharpshooter. Hulk Hogan gets him out. And then Hulk Hogan doesn't feel anything. And I love, Hulk Hogan brings back his comeback move, shaking. And then The Hogan's like, you! And, The Rock punches him. Like, I love Hulk Hogan's comeback move. And then it's no use. Rock bottom, people's elbow. 1, 2, 3. The Rock wins. And I think The Rock was the right guy to win here. But, I'm glad that this happened because, Hulk Hogan's like, you're the reason why you all are here. You're the reason why you guys made Hulkamania. I'm the reason why the WWF is what it's like today. I'm the reason why WrestleMania is like this today. And of The Rock overcoming it, maybe not so much. But with that, though, you did have Mike Chioda as the referee. WWE, you effed up for losing one of your greatest referees. Really did.
Yeah, but that man been around for a long time.
Too. You could not describe how much he's done for the company.
He did. He did a lot.
But The Rock and Hulk Hogan at the stand glad the match happened. Never before, never again. AJ. Brian?
I'm not gonna rant about this one because this match was actually pretty good. Hogan and Rock killed it. I mean, Icon versus Icon. People wanted this match for years, bro. Like, ever since WCW launched. Like, they're probably gonna be like, oh, give me Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. You got the match, bro. It was great. And, oh, man, it was so fun. And then after the match, Hogan turned face and attacked the NWO, man. It was really fun.
I think what happened after the match, though, Hall and Nash turn on Hogan, and then The Rock saves Hogan from them. And then Hogan and Rock show their good sportsmanship, walking each other back to the locker room how it should end. And I thought that was a great aftermath to a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, man. But Dude, this match was really good.
It
Even though
was.
I hate Hulk Hogan, like, as a person, but I have to respect him as a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you that. Like, okay, in real life, Hulk Hogan could be cool and all, but, like, there's just so many problems I have with him. I gotta be honest. I don't know, man. It's just my problem with him. Like, ever since like that stuff came out in 2015, yeah, man, it was really disrespectful of him to do that. But anyways, but I kind of have a little respect for him as in person, like as a person, but as a legend, yes, absolutely. Like Hulk Hogan will be one of the greatest wrestlers that pretty much in the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. Man, Hollywood Hulk Hogan had a great run for 3 decades.
He did.
He did. He really
Not
did.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan,
Hollywood Hogan was great, though.
Hulk Hogan, Weber, you pretty much helped the wrestling world.
Here he is.
There he is, Hulk Hogan. And
Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
anyways, but this match was really good. I enjoyed it.
Next match. Jazz defeated Trish Stratus and Leda, I believe, to retain the women's championship. Wow. Wow. Who ever thought Jazz would overcome them?
Yes.
I think it was a huge embarrassment for Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus's WrestleMania in her hometown. But, I think it was pretty neat, with Jazz retaining this. Jazz is a very underrated competitor. Does Jazz still wrestle, or is she retired now?
Yeah, underrated. Absolutely.
Yeah. Is she retired now, Jazz?
No, yeah, she doesn't really compete as much. She's like managing nowadays.
She's bald.
Yeah.
But, as she defeated Trish Stratus and Leda, Trish Stratus had her famous WrestleMania gear with red and white representing her country's colors. And, Trish Stratus got to do it for her hometown, but failed. Christian failed. Stratus failed, but Edge succeeded. But I think Jazz really made a good upset here for the match. Even though the match was kind of whack, it still kind of feels weird that Jazz would win the match, even though it was very unexpected. But congrats to her. She got a Mania moment. AJ, you can go. And it sucks bald now.
Okay, I'm happy that Jazz won that match, but the match was poorly booked. Like, it was an alright match. And this was like Trish Stratus' hometown, but I would have loved to see her win, but Jazz over here, she was very, very underutilized and underrated in WWE. She could have been the powerhouse of the women's division. But WWE over here wants to fuck things up. Yeah, what the fuck, man? Anyways, this match was an alright match. It was an alright, but definitely one of the right persons to win this. Like, no, I didn't want Leda to win this, but I either wanted Jazz or Trish to win it.
Why didn't you want Leda to win it?
Huh?
Why didn't you want Leda to win it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, Leda's theme song was instrumental until part of the song.
Yeah.
Which was kind of odd.
Anyways, man. But this match was really, it was an alright match. It was alright. Anyways, moving on.
Okay. You ready for the main event of the evening?
It's time for the
main event. Are you ready, AJ?
Yes.
Triple H defeated Chris Jericho to become the new undisputed WWF champion. Incredible. Great storytelling. You have Triple H out for 9 months over a torn quad, and that had to do with Chris Jericho trying to fail to attack Chris Jericho in 2001. And then Chris Jericho puts him in a walls on the announce table and all. Then this all leads to it. Chris Jericho became the first guy to beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in one night. Wins both the belts. Triple H returns in one of the greatest wrestling returns in wrestling history. Returns. Wins the 30-man Royal Rumble match. You get your ticket to WrestleMania. Stephanie McMahon turns on her own husband and joins alliance with Chris Jericho to work together so that way Triple H will lose. Triple H and Chris Jericho get to have their match at WrestleMania. And I don't think Motorhead played his theme song.
No, they did.
They did.
Oh, they did?
I don't think they did.
Oh.
Didn't sound like Lenny playing, so.
Mm-hmm.
But as of that, they continue. They have their match at WrestleMania. Chris Jericho and Triple H will face off. Chris Jericho continues trying to work on Triple H's, not 100%, his quad. Until, Stephanie McMahon tried to screw him over. And, the match was incredible. Like, I did like the spots, Chris Jericho flips Triple H over on the announce table. Chris Jericho puts him in the walls. The referee, of course, gets knocked out. Chris Jericho has a lot of dirty spots in the match. Jericho and Triple H continue going on here. As thankfully, Stephanie McMahon almost got ejected from ringside, but she did not. But something shocking to say here is Triple H ended up pedigreeing Stephanie McMahon in that match. Chris Jericho is very close to retaining the title. Because what would have happened if Chris Jericho won? Exactly. But Triple H ends up taking the win, and I think Triple H was definitely the right guy to win here. Okay. I think this kind of shows it why that was the WrestleMania main event instead of Rock and Hogan, because I think Triple H and Chris Jericho had more of a story after Triple H's long recovery. And I think this was the right match for main event. Even though it's odd to see this main event, even though this wasn't the match that everyone was mostly excited for, but it's kind of cool to have this match as the main event. But Triple H wins, new champion, Skydome goes nuts, and this all leads to a new beginning of a new era. AJ.
Yeah. And just as quiet, yes, Lemmy did come out at WrestleMania 18. He did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, but he had no mustache. Anyways, but this match right here was incredible. Both men killed it. And this was leading to the beginning of the new era in the new era of the WWE. And yeah, man. But this match was really good. And Jericho aligned with Stephanie McMahon. It was fun. And Triple H, obviously being the babyface and just returned from an injury. It was fun. And yeah, man. Everything was really fun about this match. And not a lot of people expected this to be the main event. And a lot of people expected that this match was just sucked. But this match was actually pretty good. Especially for a main event, of course. Anyways, good match. I enjoyed it. Great.
All right. Next, now off to the ratings. As of this becoming a very memorable WrestleMania, I'm going to give it, how about a 10 out of 10?
Ooh.
I actually thought it was a fun WrestleMania. What are you going to give it, AJ?
I got it. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
I gotta be honest. This WrestleMania was pretty good. But I'm going to give it a solid 9.5. Because the reason I said 9.5 because of that Austin match, and it's an alright match. It's an alright, and there was like a one more match that was an alright match. But overall, this pay-per-view is really good. I enjoyed it. You alright there, what?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, my light.
Oh no. Anyway,
Let me just get set up here on the
anyways, guys, I'm gonna start off with the outros.
I will start the outros. Thank you, everybody, for another episode here on the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of WrestleMania 18. You can check this out on Peacock. Please give a like on this video, comment, subscribe to the channel, do everything you can. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. Give our thoughts, comment below your thoughts of the show. Hope you all enjoyed, and rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Yeah, man. Anyways, thank you guys for watching another episode of the Crash and Fucking Burn the Wrestling Podcast, where we reviewed WrestleMania 18, where this was a great pay-per-view. I recommend everyone watching this back. And go follow our TikTok page, Crash_Mosh_analysis. Go follow our other TikTok account, Crash and Burn Pod, where the post wrestling content coming soon. And go subscribe to this channel, Moshcast and Cinematic Analysis on YouTube. Go follow all three podcasts on Instagram, Twitter, and etc. And also, make sure you follow all the members of the podcast on their social medias. Go follow Josh on Twitch, YouTube, and then and also go follow me on Twitch, which I will put in the comments. And also, guys, rest in peace, Scott Hall. You will not be forgotten, Chico.
Have a good night.
Sweet.
Crash and burn!